What is your name?
My name is Elizabeth Uvida. That's my English name, Elizabeth. But my sign name is Uvida.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from Uvida, Uvida.
Okay. And where are you born? Where do your family members come from?
I was born in Accra, in Kwabenya, Abum Junction.
Okay, so you were born in Accra, but you're actually from the Volta region.
Yes.
So your family is from the Volta region.
Yes.
And they basically came to Accra
Yes.
to give birth to you.
Yes.
Okay, could you tell me more about what your childhood was like? Was it a positive experience or positive childhood or negative?
It was good.
Okay, could you explain?
Okay. My dad and my mom were living together very nicely with us. My mom works, my dad also works. But later on, they have a little bit disagreement, and my mom left. So when my mom left, we were living with our dad in Accra here. So later on, we just ran away to our mom's place where my mom was living with a mom. That was my grandmother. So we're all living there. And my mom was also working there. So I and my sister normally help my mom doing the selling, everything over there. So later on, my mom traveled. When my mom traveled, still we're living there because our grandma is there. But during there were financial problem was very something that was tough for us. So at first weekend we normally come to our dad place to get some money and go back to school. So we normally come on weekends. So later on, my sister completed the JSS and we moved to our dad place. So when we moved here, life go on. I started schooling normally. So reached a point I decided to stop school because I was not able to read. It was something that was disturbing me a little bit. And I told my dad about it and he said I should force and try to complete JSS. And I said no, I'm trying my possible best to know how to read, but I cannot make it. So I find a teacher for myself to be teaching me. We try a whole lot, but it never came up. So that was the time. Sometimes I have to go to school, weekends I have to go and sell. One thing about me, I don't depend on my parents. I like to do something on my own. So the little one they give me, I also add the little that I have to do whatever I want to do. So when I was in Form 2, and I decided I will not go to the school again because Form 3, I don't know what to write. Because I can't read. The people can, what will I write? So I'm not able to go to the school. And my dad said I should force because I'm already in Form 2. Just 1 year more to just complete it. So I should force. I said no, I will not go to the school. So it was an argument between me and my dad. So I decided I will not go to the school at all. And I don't want my dad to think because I want to live a bad life. That's why I stopped the school. So I tried to learn work. So I told my stepmom that I want to learn work. I said, okay, if I want to learn, fine. And my dad said he wanted me to go to school. But if I refuse to go to school, her hands are clean. I shouldn't blame him in the future that he was not able to take me to school. And I said I will not blame anybody. I don't want to lose everything because of school. I want to do something to move on. So I started learning the work. The agreement was 6 months. So 6 months passed. My madam was not teaching me anything. I have to be asking this. So 1 year came. And I said no. I can be in this work for 2 years. I'll not do so. I met a friend who I share my story with, and that friend said, I have a lot of ideas. So you will rather help me if I want to move on. So people dash me money, people give me things. I have to be saving that money, saving it. And I start a little business for myself, which was the fruits. I started selling fruits. Sometimes I have to go to work and close 4 and come back to come and sell the fruits. And sometimes going to markets and coming back before going to work, before 4 o'clock, I'll come and sell. Sometimes I feel tired. So sometimes the work was on and off for me. So later on, I stopped the work and I focused on the fruits. So it came when a traveling door opened when my elder sister traveled. And the second one also traveled. So I was the third one. And then my dad told me if I would like to go. And I said no, I'm not ready for traveling. I just want to focus on my business. And he said the opportunity have come. If I will go or I will not go, I shouldn't blame him or I shouldn't jealous anybody. I said no, not for sake of jealousing somebody, but I want to travel with maybe something, maybe a business or something, but not to travel working for somebody, stressing body. So I've seen it was that one too was they were thinking a lot of about me, maybe because of I've gotten some boyfriend or those stuff. So one day I decided that I would go. So my dad did the process, everything for me when I traveled. I came back. I just spent only 1 year when I
Where
came
did you travel to?
Lebanon.
Okay.
And there were a problem that happened over there. Some bomb issue that happened over there. So I came back. So when I came back, I was also trying to find a way to start something by myself. So I started the fruit again on the roadside. That one was different more than the first one I started. So after selling the fruit, that time I was dating a certain guy who we were all planning to get married, and he asked me to come and see me. I said no problem. So later on it disappointed me and I gave him the gap and I move on with my life. Because whilst I'm working, I can buy food for myself. I don't want anyone who would destroy my life or give me some kind of broken heart. So I just move on. So I started my business selling normally when I met another one guy. Again, through talking and all those stuff, we became a friend. So throughout the friend, he said he's interested in me. If he's in for marriage, not in for any boyfriend and girlfriend. And so, okay, I will think about it. So I told my elder sister about it. But it reached a point I don't wanted to accept it because he is someone who always wants to be straight on me. So I don't want that. That's how my dad is. So I don't want any pressure on me.
I see.
So I told my elder sister about it, that the way he is, I don't like. And my elder sister told me that I should be patient. Maybe it's just one try. Maybe that's where my breakthrough will come to. So I should just relax and move on to see what will come true. So that was the time when I just came down to just move on to see. So after moving on, I share my story and he also share his story. And it was just similar as my own, how he also passed through this life. So we began to be dating, and I let him come and see my dad to do the necessary things he's supposed to do before moving on. So he came and we did it. So through that, through the fruit, the stress was very too much for me. If I'm sick, if I have to go somewhere, after going somewhere else, I don't have anybody to watch it for me, so I have to do all those needs by my own self. So he saw the stress that I was passing through, and he brought the idea that he wanted to open an tilapia cold store.
Is this your boyfriend or your father who's
No, my
telling you this?
boyfriend.
Your boyfriend, okay.
And I said, okay, that's a good idea. So we started on the process, opening the tilapia this thing. And I saw, no, only tilapia, not every day people buy tilapia. So we should add like chicken and those stuff to it, so that if they don't buy tilapia today, tomorrow they buy chicken. And so that's a good idea. So we added together.
So now you and your boyfriend are in business together?
Yes. And we started it together. So small. And I was the one who was bringing the idea, we should add this, we should add that. And he was the one who was supporting me in the need of everything. By the grace of God, and we're able to rent this place to start the business. So that was how I met him in my life, to solve some of my problems. Because through my traveling and through what I passed through in my younger age, I don't trust people like that. It takes time for me to trust you. And for me to even accept you to do business together, it's a very difficult task for me. So when I saw he's ready to do something for me, I open myself to receive him. Yeah, and he's a God-fearing person. He always helps me in prayers, in everything. He's my support in everything now. And both my mom's side and my dad's side, there is a lot in between. They always thought, because I know, that's why I'm moving on. But they don't know I try. Whilst I'm living some kind of bad life, I divert it into something else that will help me in the future. Because I'm not well educated. I don't have any paper to show someone, oh, I've been in school, or maybe my writing will just tell you, because I can't. So I try to do something that will help me in the future. I'll not just be working anyhow. People will just see me as a hopeless person. So I force for myself. I never depend on my parents, because I know they're having their own issue. Because first, when my mom don't have money, and I even ask her of something, when my mom struggle to get that thing for me, it make me see that my parents are forcing. So I cut something off earlier, just to save them and save myself, for me to be working from this man to another man. By the grace of God, I have hand, I have head, I can carry and sell. that will rather help me to build up my life, rather to just live my life in anyhow. So that's how I started. And I'm still facing a lot of challenges, but it's better than the first.
And what are some of the challenges that you're facing now?
Oh, some of the challenges I'm facing now is people think I just wake up one day and just got all these things, but they don't know the kind of sacrifice I made before getting here. Yeah, and what I've been through before getting here. They just thought I just wake up one day and got this. No. Sometimes going to school was a very difficult thing for me. I have to walk from first I used to walk from here to my school. It was very far. And when I saw the distance and the money they give to me cannot sustain me, I have to stop the school over there for them to find a different school here for me to attend. And I started the school. Starting the school to family problems, family issue here and there was very tough. I cannot explain it, but I'll just say it like that. It was very tough for me. So I just have to silence everything. It was something great for my dad that my 3 daughters would travel outside to make something and bring home so that their family will be happy. It was a good step my dad took, but we suffer. In that travel, I passed through a lot. It made me have a lot of experience. Staying with someone not in your country, different country, working is by the grace. If not by God, like I'll be a dead person. Because I suffer over that house. I suffer. Before leaving that house, running out of that house, I just pray one prayer to God. If it's your will for me to stay here and succeed, may your will come true. But if it is not your will for me to stay here and suffer, get me out from here. That was the only prayer I prayed to God. When I was running, the camera was on, my boss was watching on his phone, but the way I was able to move from that house to the garage was open. Before the garage will even open, maybe there's a car coming in or going out. But the moment I reached there, the garage was already open. When I came out from the house, taking a taxi, I cannot even speak the language, but the Holy Spirit directed me, and I met one old Lebanese man who helped me to get Ghana people to go and stay with them, processing how I ran. When my boss called my elder sister and told me I've stolen their money, their jewelry, I did not take anything. They even seized my passport, my phone, everything. But God helped me through it. And I went and stayed with Ghana people. Now some of Ghana people, they behave some kind of behavior. I got a room when that one was a Lebanese man house who gave me a room to sleep inside and work without paying anything. So when that blast happened, there was a war in the country. When that blast happened, the bomb happened. The day that the bomb happened, I was in the market with my elder sister buying something because I wanted to come back to Ghana. So when we were in the market, and I told my elder sister, let's go. My sister said I should wait. We should finish buying. I said, no, let's go. So we were on the way going and we don't know what entered. We were just running. Speed. At the moment we hear boom. When buildings started collapsing, things were falling. Like there is no place to pass. People were just dying, falling down from the no. Like I was just lost. No, you don't no car to just pick you to the house. Or I was wearing a white shirt, all became black. When we came by the grace, we got some bus and we came back home. When we came back home, I just lied down on the floor and said, God, thank you for saving my life and my sister's life. That we did not die in someone's country. They said my father have sown us, or my father have used us for sacrifice. And thank you, because it was a good idea it took for a children to succeed, but it just turned upstairs down. I thank God that we did not die. Someone is having something you don't have. There is time for everybody. In this life, everything is process. And if God said you make it, you make it. It's not what people will say about you. It's what will make you survive. But it's what God have written for you that will make you stay alive. I always say, if I see my friends, some have gotten married, some have house, I say no, that's not my portion. If my portion will be I should struggle before getting it, then I'll rather pass that prepared before receiving it. But if I pass the software and I receive it, maybe the future, I don't know what will be there for me. So if my starting will be like this, slow motion for me, I'd rather pass through it. For me to expand, to grow. In the next 2 years, if someone see me, it will be different. Maybe I'll not be here, I'll be in a different thing. Because I know how it started. I started carrying it. By the grace of God, I started selling it on just a small table. By the grace of God, now I've been able to rent it here and now do it different. Maybe by the grace of God, I'll move to another one again. It's not always about dedication. It's about your thinking.
I do want to go back to your childhood. What made you to become this hardworking lady that you are today now?
What made me to be hard as I am now is my thinking and the way I follow my heart.
Do you think this is learned behavior, or did you get this from your parents, or you think you have learned it through your journey so far?
But the beginning, I saw it between the two parents, my dad and my mom. I saw how they started their life. So if I don't want to be in that same way with them, I have to think fast or try to do something fast for myself. Because if you want to wear the same shoe of your parents or your mom, maybe you do what they have done, you do more than what they did. But if you don't want to wear the same shoe with them, then you must say what happened to your mom and your dad. Don't let that the same thing happen to you. So you must act fast. But with God by your side, it's easy for you to pass through it without feeling any pain. But if you just want to do it because of listening to your mind, your heart, like you want to only use your strength, you can never fight. You can never fight with your strength. It's God that fights for us. Your strength can never do anything. If it's only my strength, I can never be here. But with God, that's why I'm still moving on, because I have someone who is backing me always. So I'm always firm and strong to move on with it.
All right. I would like to actually get back into the story between you and your boyfriend. Many girls nowadays, they believe that, in order for them to get quick money, they either go into prostitution or sugar daddies or they date married men. In your case, you actually had a genuine relationship with your boyfriend and he supported you in your business. What makes you different from those women and you yourself? Why did you decide to do it the genuine way? Not to get the quick money, but to actually work your way to the top and to struggle for it to have what you have now? What is the difference between you and these other women?
The difference between me and them is I chose my path. In every human being, you decide for yourself what you want and what you don't want. Yes. And I saw people say I'm beautiful, I'm that. I don't need someone to tell me I'm beautiful. I know by myself and I know within me. And I'm beautiful or I'm ugly. I know within me. So for me to sell my body, getting money, to build a house, to build a mansion, selling my body, I'd rather work and get that money to build a house. Because that one it's an easy way because you just sell it, get the money and build. You don't know there's something about it. And you cannot handle it well because if it's spoiled today, I will sell my body again, I will get it again. That's how they do it. They buy whatever they want to buy. They buy big cars, buy big dress, buy all those things. But for me, waiting on God or waiting to work and get the money to buy what I want to buy, I know how I suffer before making that money. So I will know the use of the money and how to handle the money. So that's the difference between me and them.
All right. I want us to go back to the story when you were in Lebanon. I would like to know the first question I would like to ask you concerning this. What work were you doing and what got you to be in Lebanon for that long?
Okay, it was a contract for 2 years. It's a house help for 2 years, and I went. But the agreement we know was 2 years. But when I reached there, before I know the agreement was 3 years. But what I know was 2 years. That was what took me there, a house help. But when I reached there, and I know what the agent told us and what I'm hearing from them here is different. That's how it is. That's exactly.
Okay. Knowing where you are today now, even you experiencing basically going through a war zone, the bombing happening while you were actually in the country, do you have any regrets for actually making the decision to go to Lebanon? Would you have changed anything?
Oh, I have no regrets of going there. Yeah, but it have taught me a lot, and it make me have experience what different those who have traveled before, what they have been through. So if my relative is going there, I have a little thing to tell you about it. But they said once in a man's life, you must have experience about something to hold you strong to move on. Now, what I've been through over there and what I've seen over there, if I have the opportunity now to travel, I know I have to make some inquiry to know where I'm going, where I'm living, those kind of things before making an inch or making a step before going. So I'll not say I have a regret of going there, but it helped me to experience something, to change something, to know the tradition over there, their behavior, and what they do.
It seems like you're very positive minded. You have been through a lot, like you have explained, and I must really commend you for your strength. And my hope is that many women will watch this and they will get inspired by you. I do want to end this with the last question. Do you believe men and women are equal?
No, I don't believe in that because some people say what a man can do, a woman can do it. There's a little bit different about it. Assuming as a sometimes as a woman, if you don't have someone who will stand by you, it's a tough. You think your strength can do everything. No, your strength can never. That's how I thought first. I said I want to be alone. I'll not get married. I'll use my money to just take care of orphanage. But I said that and said no. I'm a woman. I may have some feelings one day. I may have experience of giving birth one day. So I should put that there beside, because without a woman, without a man by your side, it seems you are living in this life hopelessly. Like you live without knowing who you are. You are just living life just like that, without knowing anything. But with someone by your side, who always advise you, who always tells you what to do, what to not do. And as a man that really loves you and care about you, always tells you the truth, always save you from the bad and the good. So I say women and man, they are not equal. There's a difference between it.
What message do you have for young girls as far as what type of guy should they date or be in a serious relationship with? What are some of the characteristics that the guy should have for the woman to accept him?
As a woman, don't rush to date. Don't rush to be in a relationship. It's patience. A man can come into your life today and talk, I want to marry you, I want to take you to abroad, I want to buy you a car, I will take care of you. That's such of a man. They just talk. They just want what they want from you. After getting it, they'll just leave you aside. But a man who really loves you or wants you as a woman by his side, it's a woman that come, a man that come into your life. See, we are a woman. A woman are a little bit smart if it comes to a man that love you, a man that does not love you. And some they know, but because of the woman already have developed a love for the man, so try to keep on working with that man. But knowing within you, you know that man does not love you. But just because you love him. And if a man does not love, don't force yourself. Maybe you have someone, God have even made someone special down for you, more than the one that just came. But because you've already put in your love into that one that does not love you, you just focus on that. I'll use myself as an example. The guy I was dating before dating this guy I met, when this guy told me, liked me, it was 5 years back before I accepted him. But I accepted him when I saw the lifestyle of the guy and something. I know with him that this relationship will never last because of the way he do. So I always tell him that if I love you or I give my heart to you, that does not mean I'm a fool. But if that love clear out of my face, no matter what you do for me, I will never love you back. I keep on saying he thought it was a joke. So the day before I knew he was dating a ex, was the girl have even gotten pregnant. The day he told me, that day I cried. When I walked and I came back, I was was not able to sleep. The next morning, I wake up and I told my elder sister about it. Immediately, I told my elder sister told me, forget about it. Maybe the better one will come. And I end it over there. Normally call me, I said no. It's end. I've closed that chapter. I have to move on with your life. And I ended it. By God's grace, when I met this one, it was 10 times different. Everything, lifestyle, in business, in idea, everything was far different than the other one. So when I said no, if I thought of love, and I depend on that guy, I could have lose a greater thing. But leaving him have opened a door for me living normally without thinking that I was fighting with some girl with a boyfriend. I'll never do that. I'll never fight because of a man, and I'll never do it, no matter how I love you. Fight a woman because of a man, never do it. That one, yeah, I will never in my life. And I always say people don't understand me because I've already built it in me. I told myself I'll never let broken hearts destroy me or hang myself or kill myself like I'm a fool. And I'll never let a man sit on my freedom. No. If I respect you, respect me. If I cherish you, cherish me. If I give you the all of the love that I have, give me the same thing. Let's move on. Let's build a life. But see me as a fool or see me as I'm helping you and you are rather doing something behind me. If I notice, I drop everything because I will not waste my time on love. The love can never clothe me. The love can never feed me. The love will never give me everything in this world. It's only God can give me everything. So I'll not follow love, and put myself into some situation. So the little advice I'll give to the young lady that if you love a man and you see that man does not love you the way you love you, leave that guy. And if you see a guy that loves you much and you, the lady, does not love that man, it's good for a man to love you rather a woman to love a man, because it gives you everything you want. It makes you even feel comfortable. But they don't know. You see, love, we build the love small. Not just knowing the person one day that will make you know that man loves like before you know that you can love that man. It takes a gradual process. When I met this man, I did not love him at that point. It takes a time to love him small. It's gradually, step by step. The love will build by his own self, small. But people think if I just met you and I love you, no. That is stupid love. You think by your sense, but not from your heart, not within you. Just think of what you just see. That's how you just think about the love. That's not how you do it. So if it comes to love, women must be careful. That's why a lot of women have been hurt whilst they are not supposed to be hurt. There are a better man outside looking for a better woman to just get married. But because of we rather use the love first, that makes us lose a lot of things in this life.
I did say that I wanted to end on the previous note, but I want to actually ask you this question. Since you and your boyfriend are in business together, would you advise ladies who are also in a relationship to be in business with their partners?
It depends. Not every man that you build a business together that it's thing or like it will be something that will be a bigger thing. Not every man. It depends how the man do his things. It depends how he advises you in the business, and it depends how See, there's some man, they'll just give you 500 cities, invest this in your business. After investing that money in your business, there's next money will come. Oh, give me 100 cities, give me 50 cities, give me that, give me this. That man is withdrawing the money back from the business. That's not a man you have to do business in.
All right. How are people able to contact you? Do you have any social media or phone number should they want to reach out to you personally?
Yes, I have a phone number.
Okay. Are you willing to share it with the viewers?
I have no problem.
Okay. Please share your phone numbers and your social media handles.
Okay, my phone number is 00596908383.
All right. Do you have any social media?
I don't have.
Okay. So basically, we're saying if you can repeat the number.
05969088383.
All right. So you mentioned you don't have any social media.
No, only WhatsApp I have.
Okay. Well, then your number is actually more than enough. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank
It
you.
was very, very interesting. And
Thank you.
I'm sure the people watching will definitely learn something from this, especially the young ladies.
Yes.
You are a very wise young lady, and my wish is for you to become very successful in all of your endeavors.
Amen.
So, once again, I thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you. Welcome.
All right.
God bless.
You too, as well.